And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a halt. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Past the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st down, Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Rams are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
There's some space here. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 56 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Here you go, right here. Tiger, tiger, tiger. This. This. Tiger.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now a handoff looking right, and not much running room, down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Wilson. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 81 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Right back to him on first down.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Second down, Gaskin.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Tannehill.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Tannehill now to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. As his guys have now moved out in front. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the 10. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. To throw is Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Walker now at 1st and 10. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. From the 10. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
The Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Rolling to his right.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Walker with another carry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Emmanuel Ogbah finding his way to the ball for a big stop there behind the line of scrimmage.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 60 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Rams 0. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Tannehill. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Myles Gaskin. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
The first carry for the North Texas man, it's Jeff Wilson. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. These two teams all tied after 1. Here's 2nd and 10. They run again with Walker. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's Wilson to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
4th down. Here's Wilson. He's got a man. Complete. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Here's Walker. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Walker once more. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Rams 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Tannehill on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
That's pulled in at the 32. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, LA!
4 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission? He's got a man, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Seahawks 21, Rams 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. From his end zone, Wilson.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they...
He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, 10, 5. Touchdown, Allen! A great effort there. 91 yards. And the Rams come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 21.
the Seahawks. Looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Running left is Walker. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The slot man in motion right. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Block it in motion right. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the gun, it's Walker. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Again, it's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the night as they have taken the lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Rams 21.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kxng Doc. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. There he goes, left side. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Wilson. He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So Wilson heads to the sideline, and on comes Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Room here to run. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some room to work. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The tight end in motion right. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, here's Walker. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Wilson.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill.
And the Rams are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Wilson going to throw for it. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Taken in at the 3. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 128 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your runner.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Rams. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Rams use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles.